Hello and welcome to DPN TV here at the DPN Rover car collection, and we're in our Rover 45 1.4 green 2001 impression. And if you've been watching our videos recently, we've done quite a bit of work to this car. We've done a full service, we've changed the cam belt, and in the process of changing the cam belt, because of a problem we had, which you'll see in the video we've done, we had to change the oil pressure pump, the oil pump for the engine. And what I thought I'd do is we've now got the Pscan, which is down there. We just have a little look and check there was no error codes that could be relevant, and also see if there's any live data that may help us just to check there's no real problems as well. As always, the Pscan, which you can find out more detail in the video I did when we first got Pscan, but you plug the diagnostics into this port here. Now I do know that this car, as it's slightly an earlier one, basically you can't really plug, as far as I know, any other diagnostic systems in and get any data at all. The 2003 onwards you can plug into that port and get some basic data, but with these early ones you can't get anything at all, which is one of the reasons we got the Pscan, among others, which, as I say, we'll talk about in that other video. That plugs into a laptop. We chose to use XP to run the software, and what we always do is we have a print off from the website that tells us if you've got a 45 which modules you have got on that car, so that you can access them. So obviously we're in a petrol, so we don't want to be accessing the diesel module. It's not there, so you're just going to get unavailable or a fault. So for us to see if there's any codes or any live data that might help us, it's telling us it's the MEMS3 for the 4-cylinder petrol. And what I've done, I've got it up into this stage. As I say, if you'd like to find out more detail to use this software, then do refer to our video. And what we'll do is we're selected petrol engine, and then that we want the MEMS3, which is what's in our module or our car, and click next. I think I'll do its searches and try and access that module. And what it's doing, it often will do this, it tells you to turn the ignition off, which the ignition's off. We'll click next, and it just waits some time, because if your ignition was on, I think this just makes sure that everything has gone off so it can start to access it fresh, basically. Now it's saying to turn the ignition back on, and click next. So now hopefully what we can do is have a look at the error codes. So if we have a little look at the error codes, what I'll do is just turn the light off now so that we can clearly see them. And it looks like we've got 2 error codes: camshaft position sensor and vehicle speed sensor. And as far as we know, they are working okay. And obviously where we've been working on it, I think once we did have a flat battery that needed recharging, some of these codes can be thrown up by that. But there is certainly no warnings about oil pressure or anything that, as far as we know, could be really relevant. And as the engine's running well, as far as we know, the camshaft position sensor circuit problem is purely just where there was a low battery, it tripped in and reset. So yeah, what we was looking for was an oil pressure warning problem, which we're pleased to see isn't there. And also, as far as I know, your oil pressure warning light up in the dashboard, of course, would have come on. Like you can see, it's on when you just have the ignition on, which really is not good. If you're really unlucky, damage has probably already been done by the time that light's coming on. But it's worth a check just in case there was any sort of codes there that could be a problem. As always, what we do is photograph those codes and keep it logged just in case there's a problem. What we do now, we've got that photograph of those error codes, we'll erase them, and of course in our next check see if any of them come back. So it's quite easy to erase the codes on here. You click it once, you see the codes that are there, and then you click it again and it's erased them and they're all okay. And if you go back to read error codes, you should now see that well, one of them is still there, so let's do that again. Erase it, erase again, read the error codes. So one error code does still say there, the vehicle speed sensor. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. As far as we know, it can't be a problem because obviously the speedometer's read and we're not getting any ABS warnings. So as far as we know, that's not a problem, unless you know why that may be coming up and not clearing. So yeah, I just thought I'd cover how to erase them as part of this video as well, because it's well worth seeing that happening and seeing in this case how one has remained. So as it's not causing any problems that we're aware of at the moment, it's not something we're going to worry about. We'll just keep it on record. And if we go over to live data now and have a look, what I was hoping to find perhaps is whether you can see the oil pressure. Now, I've had a little look through just before I started filming and I can't find anything that gives you oil pressure. As we look down, you've got oil temperature there, but I can't see anything in there that says anything about oil pressure. So whether because the switch is literally designed to, or the sensor is designed to only warn you when the pressure's sort of at a critical lowness, or the pressure doesn't come up to oil pressure, you don't actually get readings of what your oil pressure is through this system. But it was worth a little look through just to see. As I say, the engine's running nicely. We've done a few long runs and short runs in the car, so we haven't had any problems. But I just thought while we were doing some other bits, we'd just have a little quick look and check there was no warnings or engine codes there. And they just give you an update that since we've changed the oil pressure pump, that everything's been running well. Changing the camber has made a difference, because you may have seen from the videos we did that we found that when we took all the cowling off and got to the old camber, it was kind of, was it sort of a tooth and a half out, or about 2 teeth out? The engine was still running fine. We did say it was a little bit underpowered, we felt, and had been for quite some time. And it is, we think, running a bit better and has got a little bit more power. And now we've got everything back timed up. And as I said, we've never come across that before, whether we've done the cam belt or someone else has done the cam belt. That's why we put it up there, just so you could see that maybe it's a problem you've had. We just thought that was of interest to cover. So I thought, as we'd done all that work and done a service, it was worth a little check on the Pscan just to check there were no problems there, which there doesn't seem to be. But it's always worth a little check. And as I say, I was checking some other things and thought, well, we'll check that and do a little video and give you a little update on how things have been going with this car since we did all that work on it. As always, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to look at our other videos. Check out the playlist for this car and others, and don't forget to check out Instagram and Twitter page as well.